At 828-492-2146. That's 828-492-2146.
The Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And as long as Pat Malone is already out of bed.
Then I might as well ride herd around here.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith is still special too.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're coming in on this Thursday morning out there. A little bit cool, but it's dry so far. I don't know what the weather's supposed to do, but Pat, you back with us, brother?
I'm trying. I hope I stay here. We got a little connection problem this morning, but we'll try it. If I get knocked off, I'll call you on the phone.
Well, it don't matter. I got Smitty in here with us. Good morning, Smitty.
Yeah, man. Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I guarantee you, he rode the bus with me this morning.
And I rode in your new truck.
And my new truck.
And we
Well,
already got
That Emily
comments.
made you get.
already got comments.
Comments?
Already got comments. Joey Bailey says, Stephen, I love you.
That's one.
I love you, too. I love you, man. He is pretty cool. Like, now, this is like man love, like, you know what I'm saying? Like man love.
Oh, yeah, that sounds better.
I reckon we're
It
supposed
does.
to have who is it we had commented, no politics today.
Yeah, so we're not going to do politics.
Who said that?
That was Diane Palm.
Diane Palmer, no politics today. Did you hear that?
I got it. I will not delve into politics
So absolutely no politics?
No politics.
today. Absolutely not.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alvin. Happy.
Don't he sound like a drunk? I mean, I think he's drunk. That's kind of the way drunks sing, ain't it? But that wasn't political. That was birthday full.
Yeah, that's a happy birthday.
There you go. How about this?
We don't
And
know who
talking
to-
about that, Dave Rowland, born in 1942, country music trio, Dave and Sugar. You remember Dave and Sugar back in the day? Anybody?
Nope.
Yes,
Nope.
the door's always open and the lights on in the hall. She's a queen of the silver. Are y'all kidding
Was
me?
that like Motel 6 or something?
Oh, I can't believe that. I was a big
Leave the light
Dave
on
and
for you.
Sugar. I actually got to see them live in concert. No kidding. I don't know
Excellent.
if they're still alive today or not, but yeah, that's pretty cool, ain't it?
Douglas MacArthur.
Yeah, there you go. Who's
Yeah.
that?
1880, 1964. He was the general from World War II. He is famous for saying, I'll be back.
Oh, there you go. There you go. And in
No, it was I Shall
1953,
Return.
Lucinda Williams. I don't know if y'all know her. She's born in 1953, but she's pretty cool. She was, rock, folk, blues, and country music singer. She got it all the way across the board. And songwriter who wrote Passionate Kisses, the Grammy-winning song made famous by Mary Chapin Carpenter. I like that.
Passionate kisses.
Passionate,
Just
yeah,
not
I ain't
any
gonna
kiss,
sing
but a
that. 'Cause
passionate
I ain't gonna
kiss.
sing that because I do. Packy gets all googly-eyed.
Yeah. I thought you'd like this. There's a guy named Bendo Maserati, Italian auto engineer, and the guy that started the Maserati car business.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something about Maserati. They ain't really all that good a car.
Really?
Yeah, there's a
You've had
lot of
one?
Maserati jokes out there, but we can't tell them.
All right.
Right. And, hey, how about this? In 1979, the American television series, which has been kicked off the air nowadays, The Dukes of Hazzard aired on CBS, starring John Snyder as Bo Duke, Tom
That's one of your
Wolfe
buddies.
as Luke Duke, yep, and Waylon Jennings as a balladeer. That's what I am. I'm a balladeer. I'm the balladeer. I'm going to be balladeer in the Emerald Coast Cruising this year. How cool is that? Yeah, I'm going all the way down to, and I'm going to be balladeering it. I'm going to
That's very. And you're doing that where?
It's in Emerald Coast Cruise Inn at Panama City Beach, Florida. Better known as the Redneck Riviera. I should fit right in down there, no problem whatsoever. But,
Hey, your favorite talk show host was born today.
who's that?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, man. Boy, I tell you what, man, everybody loved her. They found out she was pretty nasty. She's mean to them folks.
Yeah.
That'll all come out. She's off the radio. I mean, air now, ain't she?
I think so.
Look at that. We've outdone her, man. We've outdone Roseanne. We've outdone Ellen DeGeneres. Who else? We hitting milestones here.
There you go.
Milestones, not kidney
Milestones.
stones. Not kidney stone. Milestones.
Have you ever had a kidney stone?
Nope.
I haven't either. But I hear that for a guy, it's like supposed to be the closest that they'll feel to what's like having a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nowadays
I
we
hope I don't
got
have one of
guys
those.
that's girls, so I guess they'll figure all that
Well,
out.
Yeah. Paul Newman's birthday.
I like Paul Newman pretty good, y'all.
Yeah, he's got good salad dressing.
Yeah.
Cool Hand Luke, huh?
Yeah. Ain't that
What
funny
we
you say
have
that?
here is a failure to
Sting.
communicate.
You know, back when I repossessed cars from Omni Recovery, the headquarters for Omni Recovery was in Atlanta. And we always call it Salad Dressing Boulevard, but it's something like that. It's something like, but that's actually where they bottled Paul Newman's Paul Newman's salad dressing was on. We call it Salad Dressing Boulevard, but it's something to do with, I don't know, something like that. I can't remember the name of it.
Do you have a favorite salad dressing?
Are you kidding? I'm from the South, man. We ranch down here. Everything
Ranch.
this,
Everything's
that.
ranch.
Spicy
It is.
ranch. Yeah. Ranch, more ranch. We put it on everything. Pizza, you name it, we put it on it.
I thought you would have already mentioned Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, man. I can tell you, when I seen that, man, the first thing that popped in my head was that riff, man. He always played on. Now it's left me, but what is that song? I can't even remember the big hit he had. But that's first. Every time I hear Eddie Van Halen, that guitar riff always runs through my "Dancing the Night Away." I love that tune.
Okay.
Dance. That I love that first guitar riff. Man, I love that tune. But
How about Anita Baker?
Yeah, I was
She
just looking
born
at her.
today.
she invent the Studebaker?
No, she was a jazz singer.
Oh,
She
that
is
one.
a jazz singer. She's still alive.
Yeah. You
Hey,
like jazz?
I got a question.
Do you like jazz?
I do. Some.
I think light jazz is kind of what I do more than anything. I don't like that stuff where you got the drummer playing one beat and you got the bass player playing another beat and then you got the keyboardist, he's playing a completely different song and the saxophone guy's back there just blowing his brains out.
But somehow it all works together.
I don't know. I can't keep up.
I don't know how they do it.
What you gonna say, Pat?
I got a question about one of the famous birthdays. There's a lady named Bessie Coleman
Right?
who was born today. And the reason she's famous is she was the first African American and Native American woman to hold a pilot's license.
I saw that, yes.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Well, now, wait a minute.
What?
How can you be the first African American and the first Native American to do anything?
Okay, Packy, you want to explain that to him how that works? See, two people fall in love.
No. Aren't you either an
This-
African American or a Native American?
Well,
can't-
if your daddy's a native and your mama's not a native, then that when you combine the two, you're like that Pocahontas then in Washington. See what I'm saying?
No.
No.
How's that
That's
for
the
an
only way
answer?
I can figure that out. I don't know.
Yeah.
The first one to hold a pilot's license.
Yeah. First woman to
Yeah.
hold a pilot's license.
That's pretty cool.
First African American woman or Native American woman to hold a pilot's license, whatever you prefer.
Yeah, I don't know. That really wouldn't be. I mean, if they were just part of each, that wouldn't necessarily be. What's it say about it, Packy? You got it pulled up there.
She actually died in a plane crash in 1926.
Well, women drivers, man. What are you gonna do?
I didn't want to point that out or anything. I mean,
Oh, well.
Nice.
We ain't gonna say anything about that, but yeah.
What does it say if she was flying it or not when she crashed?
she had 12 siblings.
Wow. No kidding.
Now, how do they keep records on this? It's always, the first this, first that.
Well, famous people, everybody digs into all that stuff. I guess. I like her name though. What's her name?
Bessie.
Bessie.
Bessie Coleman.
Yeah, I like that name, Bessie. Old Bessie. Old Bessie was a good old gal.
Looks very serious in that
National
photo.
Peanut Brittle Day.
Yes.
I love that. I remember making that with my grandmother. Y'all ever make that with your granny? Did y'all have peanut brittle back when you was a kid? Pat?
Yeah, we did. I don't ever remember making it. It was easier to buy it at the store.
Well, y'all were rich. We had to scratch that stuff up from nothing back when we was kids.
Do you like your peanut brittle thin or thick?
I like it both. We'd spread that stuff out and let it dry. We'd start the edge and work our way in. But I remember making that. I like it better when it's almost not crunchy yet.
Hey, Brandy Cox with Aunt Pearl's Porch. We can't say Aunt Pearl's Porch, but Brandy Cox with Aunt Pearl's Porch says ranch dressing and hot sauce, and I'm with her on that.
Well, I'm with you, 100%.
You can't eat pizza without that on it.
I actually put hot sauce on my salad now. I really do. I put hot sauce on my salad. That's crazy. I know it is.
Do you have a favorite brand hot sauce?
Hey, it's
Did you see that?
Australia Day.
It is Australia
The man
Day.
from down under, Copperhead Customs. There you go, Copperhead Customs. Australia Day. I'm learning a lot about Australia. I thought I wanted to go down there, but I don't know so much now. I think I'm just going to look at the pictures.
Yeah, it's Australia Day because on this day in 1788, Arthur Phillip, with a shipload of convicts, started the first European settlement in Australia.
There you
They
go.
were all convicts.
That's what's wrong. There are a bunch
So,
of dang convicts down there
Yeah,
started
your,
that.
your buddy there.
Yeah, look where we're at now. Yeah, National Green Juice.
Also in this day on 1784, Benjamin Franklin spoke against the American eagle being the American symbol.
Yeah, he wanted
And
a
what
turkey,
he
didn't
wanted,
he?
yeah,
He
the
wanted
turkey.
a turkey, yeah,
It's like,
because
really?
he said eagles were they eat garbage.
That's just foul.
Yeah, foul.
Oh, man, we're at it again there, Packy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a turkey's a dumb bird, man.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think they're stupid.
Well, they are because when it rains, they have to come inside because if you leave them out in the rain, they look up to see
and drown.
what's happening and they drown.
Let me ask you this: so if we'd have had the turkey, would have been the national bird for America. It would be, it's hard to soar like a turkey when you're surrounded by a bunch of eagles.
I think you got that backwards, but yeah.
But I mean, that would be the.
I got it.
That
Well,
would be
talking
the-
about roosters, though, I heard that egg prices are up, and I heard out why.
Yeah, they're stealing chickens. I reckon there's chicken thieves
there's,
out there.
There's that, but then also most of the chickens are identifying as roosters now.
Oh, there you go. Cock-a-doodle-doo. That was my rooster, by the way.
Hey, it's National Spouses Day.
Now, why do they call it a spouse? That's just a weird word, spouse. This is my spouse. What does that sound like? This is my little papoose. My spouse.
Espousa. But yep, Spouses Day. You going to do anything for Emily for Spouses Day?
No, I didn't even know it was spouse day.
She told you to go get a truck, and she let you get a truck.
Yeah, I need to go get her something. A spouse. What is a spouse? Why do they call it spouse? Is that not a funny word, spouse?
There's probably something in the etymology of
Have you
it.
ever-
Something from the Latin, from the
Etymology.
Greek.
Where the heck you think you're from? Up north somewhere or something?
Yeah, the dictionary.
Etymology?
A dictionary.
What does it say, spouse? What is the history on that, Pack?
I don't know. I don't care either.
I just think that's a weird word.
Spouse.
Yeah.
Spouse.
It's probably a weird
Etymology.
word. Speaking of weird words, 1998, President Bill Clinton said, I want to say one thing to the American people.
I didn't in
Did
hell.
not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Listen. Yeah, he was just smoking a cigar, I think, wasn't he? We got to get
go-
no
wait a minute.
politics. No
Wait.
politics.
Wait a minute. That wasn't politics. That
Okay.
was the president.
Okay.
One more to go along with that one. In 1962, Bishop Burke in Buffalo, the Catholic Diocese of Buffalo, declared that Chevy Checkers, the twist, was impure, and he banned it from all Catholic schools.
And what was his name? Bishop what?
Bishop Burke. I wonder what Bishop Burke thinks about twerking.
And where was he from?
Buffalo, New York.
Bishop
Catholic
Burt
Diocese
from
of
Buffalo. Man, is that not a rap name if I've ever? I'm Bishop Burt from.
Yeah.
We had Pooh Man yesterday. We got Bishop Burt from Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they had where they burn all them records and stuff, man. And if they'd went ahead through that, look where we'd have been a whole lot better off today. But now look where we're at. Man, we got all these weirdos out there now. Yep. But anyway, we got to get to break.
Hey, but before we do, Steven, our Valentine's Day contest kicks off today.
Yeah, check this out. We've argued in there for the last 5 minutes on how we're going to run this thing, but Packy said this is his show, so he
My
won.
show.
We are going to give away. What are we giving away, Packy?
All right, so we've got $97.70 from the radio station. Also, we're going to give you a 2-night stay at the Hellendorf River Inn.
2 nights.
A 2-night stay in the Hellendorf River Inn Suites and Conference Center in Helen, and a $100 gift certificate to Cowboys and Angels in Helen. And again, $97.70 from the radio station. That's going to be the big grand prize. I'm working on putting together some other smaller prizes for some second and third place winners of our poetry contest.
And this is what you do to win. That would be your cue.
Okay, so then all you got to do is call into the show anytime now until I believe we're going to give the prize away on like right before Valentine's Day.
The 13th.
Yeah, 13th or 12th. And we're going to pick a winner of the best poem that you guys can call in and write for your spouse, your
spouse,
partner, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you have. Call it in and just read it on the air.
Limited to
40 words.
40 words or less.
We had a couple of them last year.
40 words or less. We had some that had like 5,000 words. Yeah, 5,000 words. That one talking about taking you back and locking you in the dungeon, that was a weird. You remember that one? Yeah. Well, I know you tried forever to get to her number, too. You're like, what's her number? I know it's on speed dial here somewhere. All right, 40 words or less. Call us, read it on the air, and then get a chance to win, and you get all this stuff, plus $97.70. Can't go wrong with that. That being said, we're going to get to Rose Auto. I've got to go over and see them. I drug in another junk vehicle, and I've got to go over and get some accessories put on it, and they have got anything you can think of, and they are great people anyway. No doubt. So go by and check out Rose Auto.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. The Clay County Sheriff's Office says they got their man, even if he isn't that quite yet. A 17-year-old responsible for a rash of recent thefts in Hayesville is being held by local juvenile authorities for thefts involving at least 8 victims, including the infamous truck heist from Mountain Building Supply earlier this week. Ironically, Lieutenant Joe Wood with the Sheriff's Office says the boy was found asleep in the Catalyst Church by staff members. Wood says deputies picked him up there and he confessed. He and another juvenile, who is believed to be still enrolled at Hayesville High School, are alleged to have stolen guns and other items since early December. The arrested juvenile was presented by Sheriff Mark Buchanan earlier this week as something of a stuntman, jumping over gates in the truck Dukes of Hazzard style, and then stopping to wash the stolen truck at the nearby car wash before he wrecked it heading toward Franklin on 64 East.
Our goal is, of course, we want to seek justice for our victims. And these young people, we'd love for them to change their ways. We want them to stop breaking the law, young and old, Makes our job much easier. But there's got to be some intervention to stop this behavior, because when you're breaking into homes or outbuildings in the dark of night, that's very dangerous for you.
Hiawassee Police Chief Jeremy Parker is tight-lipped on the subject of a man that is a person of interest in the recent city vandalism. Parker tells WJRB News that he'd rather not describe, even generally, the individual because, quote, he could be a flight risk from the area, unquote. Parker describes him as someone who has few ties to the community. It's been a week since the reports of hate-fueled graffiti painted on at least 6 businesses near Main Street in Hiawassee. The fight over the national debt ceiling continues, with talk of the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, leading the fight against the White House. Meanwhile, one of the newest members of McCarthy's chamber is North Carolina District Congressman Chuck Edwards, who says he knows how this is going to end.
We will almost have no choice other than to raise it. For us to not raise the limit at this point would essentially be saying that the federal government would be defaulting on its debt, which would be catastrophic to the U.S. economy and the world economy and the U.S. taxpayer.
Edwards serves Western North Carolina, including Clay and Cherokee counties. Please download the free WJRB app. For Pat Malone and Harry Bond, I'm Jeff Batten.
It's a cold winter night, and out of the fog comes the most wicked, awesome pickup you've ever seen. Floor lighters, LED lights, and fog lights, and a killer bed cover for keeping the load dry. There's no doubt where the accessories came from.
Rose Auto, the only way to go.
Whether up Bell Mountain or down by the water, trust your truck accessories with Rose Auto in Blairsville for an experience you never thought possible.
Rose Auto.
Haul your truck up to Rose Auto on the Murphy Highway.
Dad, turn on the heat.
Give it a second.
Hey, Dad, it's really cold.
Guys, this car isn't exactly brand new. Give it a second.
So I'm guessing heated seats are out of the question?
Wise guy.
Hey, guys, it's Andy. Why don't you come see me and check out all the new and pre-owned vehicles at Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville. The new year means a new vehicle, and Jackie Jones Ford is ready to hook you and the kids up with something a little, hotter. Jackie Jones, your neighborhood Ford dealer, Highway 64 West in Hayesville. Online at jjfordhayesville.com.
Honey, what happened? You're all wet.
I've been trying to find this dang leak.
Why don't we call
No, I got this.
You always turn these things into a DI. Why did you do that? I'm calling Grayland Leak Detection Service.
Grayland has specialized equipment to pinpoint any leak, inside or underground, and fix it fast at a fraction of the cost of replacing your whole water service. Call Eric now at Grayland at 706-897-9110 or GraylandLeakDetection.com.
Finally, our water bill looks normal again.
If you owed the IRS $1.4 million and settled for $26,000, would you be happy with that? Exactly. Well, that's the current batting average at North Georgia Tax Solutions in Blairsville. Debbie did it, and if you've got a tax debt with the IRS, she continues to do it for her clients. Call Debbie Snelling at North Georgia Tax Solutions. Whether it's hundreds or millions of dollars, call 706-745-3856 in Blairsville.
It's a brand new year, and the compliments from WJUL and WJRB clients keep rolling in.
Hi, I'm Billy Toops, better known to my radio audience as Billy the Flag Guy. There isn't a day that goes by that I'm not recognized for my commercials on WJUL and WJRB. I'm looking forward to having radio help me even more this year.
If your business needs new customers this year, visit WJULradio.com or call the radio station, because we've got them.
Do you have eye problems? Ophthalmologist Dr. Dan Eichenbaum, a graduate of Yale Medical School and the Bascom Palmer Eye Institute, has the training and experience to give your precious eyes the expert care they need. Whether it's cataract surgery, macular degeneration, diabetic eye disease, or glaucoma, call Dr. Dan Eichenbaum, 828-837-5404 in Murphy, or 706-745-9777 in Blairsville. Medicare and insurance accepted. Quality eye care, regardless of your ability to pay.
The weekend is getting closer, and a trip to Bell Mountain or the lake is always a possibility. Make sure your truck is accessorized by Rose Auto in Blairsville. Bed liners, LED lights, and more. You want to be a pickup man? Do it with Rose Auto in Blairsville. The only way to go.
All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there. I reckon they caught that little old feller over there in Hayesville at the Catalyst Church after robbing and stealing all that stuff. We actually have an what they call that, inspert, or what do they call it, where you a snippet from when they actually found him from the live body cam. You want to play that?
Well, that's it, boys. I've been redeemed. The preacher done washed away all my sins and transgressions. It's a straight and narrow from here on out, and heaven everlasting's my reward.
Delmer, what are you talking about? We got bigger fish to fry.
The preacher said all my sins is washed away, including that Piggly Wiggly I knocked over in Yazoo.
I thought you said you was innocent of those charges.
Well, I was lying.
All right,
the preacher.
He's free. He's free. That's pretty bad to rob all that stuff and then get caught to the Catalyst Church. Yeah.
Now, they caught him sleeping in there. I mean,
yeah.
Like, had he slipped in and stayed overnight or something?
I don't know. He needed to stay in there a little bit longer, but I don't know all the details on that. I don't know. These young kids, they said he was underage, right? Was that kind of what the thing was? But, hey, Pat, you still with us? You kicked
I'm
him?
here.
Oh, okay.
He was 17.
17? Yeah. I don't know, folks. I mean,
wasn't there some kid that he lived in a Walmart for like several days before they caught him?
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the thing with the balls, you know what I mean? Like the ball pin things that you can get in there. You can just live in there, man.
The what?
Like the things that you have, like the balls,
stacked up in the middle of the floor?
Yeah, you could just live inside one of those things,
you're
man.
a weird dude, man.
You could have everything you need in there.
Yeah.
Toothpaste.
Yeah, I don't know. You got these young
Food.
kids that get out there and do stupid
Bathrooms.
stuff. I hate that for them. I do. But I ain't got no use for a crook. But at 17, you get sideways sometimes, don't you? So, anyway.
Well, and then they got people that did all the graffiti in Hiawassee. They think they have somebody lined up for that.
Really?
But they don't want to say too much yet.
Hey, Steven, real quick. Joey Bailey says, Steven, I love you. And then Ronnie Maxwell says, hey, maybe Joey and Steven will enter the Valentine's Day contest and write a poem for each other to express their true feelings.
Whoa.
Oh,
All
come
right,
on, man.
Yeah.
It's like man love. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds good.
No, I didn't
What?
think that right. That means like,
Yeah, it's like man
What?
love. Yeah, it's masculine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Getting in touch with your feelings, are you?
Boy, it's just getting worse and worse as we go. Maybe we need to change the subject. How about
Steven's
this?
actually turning red. I don't know if I've ever seen Steven turn red before.
Medical. Okay, I'm changing the subject now. Shut up over there.
Yes, sir. It's your show.
I've been forgiven. Medical marijuana rules has been approved in Georgia for sales. Okay, wait a minute. I got all that mixed up. But anyway, you know anything about that, Pac, where they've actually Georgia Cannabis Commission votes unanimously to move forward with the legalizing marijuana in Georgia?
Yeah, these are the sales, the actual retail sales. They had already selected 2 growers down in Middle and South Georgia, and the growers are then allowed to have as many as 6 dispensaries across the state.
Okay.
So there'll be a
pick
limited number of dispensaries, and these are the rules for the retail sale of medical marijuana.
So wait a minute. How do they pick who gets to do that? That don't make no sense.
Well,
I didn't know you could fill out an application.
Well, his buddy over there up at the Capitol has a buddy down in South Georgia, and that's good old-fashioned crony capitalism right there.
Wait a minute. They had like 40 applications.
Oh yeah.
And I wonder who got them.
Yeah.
And they went through a nonpartisan.
That's the worst word in politics is non-bipartisanship. If it's bipartisan, it's bad.
Packy.
What?
That's 2 now. You've mentioned politics
Yeah,
twice.
you're talking politics.
And that lady asked you not to do that. Will you stop it?
Well, that's the problem is this became political.
Well, I don't know, man, how they
But
do
2
that.
farms.
But I didn't know you could apply. I mean, I've got some kinfolk I know, and if they'd have sent their weed down there from try, I'm sure they'd have picked them because, I mean, they got some serious stuff.
So it's like they issued 2 licenses for marijuana farms.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the 2 licenses for liquor stores in Hiawassee.
No, we got 3 liquor stores in Hiawassee.
Well, but they said there was only going to be 2, and then...
Well, yeah, but it's, like you say, bipartisan.
Yeah.
Bipartisan.
I don't like it. Next thing you know, these folks up here are going to be dancing to the rock and roll music.
Yeah, we need to throw that stuff out, too. So now
We'll get that bishop from Buffalo to come up.
So let me ask you something. Has it been approved for medical marijuana has been approved, right?
Yeah. It passed in the legislature like 2 years.
I can't keep up with all
like
that.
2 years
already,
ago.
Yeah, I thought they had already done that.
They did. About 2 years ago, they passed it.
So
but it's taken this long to go through the process of getting the growers, going through the judging process and identifying the growers, and now they're at the retail rule stage.
Well, this identifying the growers, man. I know some of them out there that don't want to be identified. I don't understand that.
Identifying the legal growers.
Oh,
okay.
How's that?
Yeah. So they're going to do it down in South Georgia?
Well, yeah, it's a little warmer down there than it is up here. Although, in the experiment, the Georgia Research and Education Center down there on 129,
yeah,
they were involved in the research as to where the places should be located.
Mm-hmm.
And the one in Blairsville had the best quality marijuana.
How do I get in on that?
So how do we?
Yeah,
how come we're not got it up here?
Yeah. How do they test that?
That was a tightly held secret, I guess, how they went through that.
I'm sure it was tightly held
I
secret.
sent in like 140 applications to be one of the test dummies, but
tested by number 9. Oh, there you go. Yeah. This is honest.
Please
truth.
write your Felix.
I remember back when I was a
man.
kid, we had a sheriff's election up here, and there's one of the sheriffs because the marijuana issues that went on back in the day, and they always, everybody's like, well, they take that marijuana and they keep it and they do this, that, and the other. So he on his platform, he said, all the marijuana that we catch, we're going to take on the square of Hiawassee and we're going to burn it where everybody can see that we are not keeping the marijuana. And I'm not kidding you, every dopehead in the Tri-County area voted for him.
And then they showed up at the square.
He didn't win. No, he didn't make it. But could you imagine, man, just having a big bonfire on the square in Iowa? You talking about getting downtown development going, man? That wouldn't take long at all if you had about a...
Yeah, well, there's a clip of a news reporter somewhere, and there's a place burning that has the
That was
the drugs
actually the
and
firefighter,
yeah.
I think. They was interviewing the firefighter, and they had a...
And he's high.
He's stoned, man.
Stuff.
He's there
yeah.
interviewing him.
It was
He's
pretty
giggling
funny.
and going on. So. Yeah, there was a fire. Fire. Yeehaw.
Sitting there eating Oreos.
Oh.
Sir, don't you think you need to throw some water on that? Oh yeah, fire, fire, fire. Anyway, we gotta get another break. We're trying not to talk about politics the best we can.
Maybe see if we can find some munchies during the break.
There you go. Anyway, we gotta get off this marijuana stuff. Everybody thinks Packy's a pothead. I would like to say Packy ain't a pothead.
Thanks, Steven.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Rose Auto, go by and check them out, man. They are good people, no doubt about it. I'm fixing to head over there and let them look at the accessorizing this truck I've drug in here. So that being said, y'all go check them out. We'll be right back.
It's a cold winter night, and out of the fog comes the most wicked, awesome pickup you've ever seen. Floor lighters, LED lights, and fog lights, and a killer bed cover for keeping the load dry. There's no doubt where the accessories came from.
Rose Auto, the only way to go.
Whether up Bell Mountain or down by the water, trust your truck accessories with Rose Auto in Blairsville for an experience you never thought possible.
Rose Auto.
Haul your truck up to Rose Auto on the Murphy Highway.
Well, I needed some new tires, but I didn't know where to get them. I got old tires so bald that you can see the air inside them. New ones, gently used ones, they got Falcons and Coopers. Whether you're driving a Corvette or a 65 Vista Cruiser. High Country Tire, cruising up and down these mountain roads in style. Give them a call, don't hesitate or contemplate, you'll appreciate it. It's High Country at 706-835-1488.
Your Feel Better starts here.
Your Feel Better starts with Healthy Smiles by Dr. B in Hayesville. Are you afraid or embarrassed to smile because of decayed or discolored teeth? Dr. B uses the latest white fillings, all porcelain crowns, and laser teeth whitening. Visit HealthySmilesByDRB.com and get the beautiful smile you've always wanted, so you can start feeling better about yourself. Call 828-360-3999 to make an appointment.
If you've been injured, you don't need to go to Atlanta or Gainesville to find a lawyer. The law office of Daniel Duello specializes in accident cases and is based in Blairsville. I used to defend insurance companies and saw their attempts to pay less through pressure and delays. Now I want to use that experience to help you get treated fairly. Just search for Daniel Duello or call 706-603-3036 and I'll see you in Blairsville. It's 706-603-3036.
There are a lot of institutions that offer financial advice. So what's the difference? I'm Gary Anderson with Anderson Advisors in Young Harris. What sets me apart is the relationship that I have with my clients and the professionals I work with on a daily basis. There is no one-stop shop when it comes to planning for your future. It takes a team, and we can provide that at Anderson Advisors. Give us a call at 888-371-2847 or visit the website gary-anderson.com. Attention podcasters, church audio mixers, or people who love our radio stations and think you could help. WJUL and WJRB are hiring, and you might be a perfect fit. If you've worked in radio before, great. If not, we still want to hear from people who are creative. So you make cool YouTube videos? You've ever written professionally? You like going to county meetings? Please call WJUL and WJRB or send a resume and letter to our Facebook page. The staff and I look forward to hearing from you.
Hey fellas, you're dreaming of trailer hitches, bed covers, LED light bars, and bulbs. Not a bad gift for the missus, right? Get them at Rose Auto in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway. Rose Auto specializes in customizing your vehicle.
All righty, we're back with you. I reckon we got headlines right here in Michigan. We got a canine mugshot goes viral after police accuse a puppy of stealing officer's lunch. Man, he's going down. Can they? I mean, it's like if they do that. I guess if your dog steals your lunch and does he get? I mean, what do you do with that? Is that like a bigger crime than a regular dog stealing your lunch?
What was in the lunch?
I don't. What do you?
I'm hungry. I'd like something to eat. It's just thinking
don't
about
know.
Food.
Poor little puppy, bless his heart. But it's under investigation.
He's a juvenile. He won't be prosecuted.
What do you think they do with that?
With
How does that work now?
lunch?
If you're a juvenile, and then after you get 18, then they swap your thing clean. Is that the way it works?
Yeah, pretty much.
So if why you tell me that now? Like I could have robbed a bank back when I was 16, and when I got 18, I'd be free again.
Well, weren't all those offenses you had in your growing up years removed?
No, I never had any. I didn't. I thought I'd go to prison.
You never had any?
I did. I mean, I had a lot of speeding tickets and
what
stuff.
happened? You flipped a switch, you turned 18, and you became an outlaw?
Well, yeah, I got to hanging around with Tommy
sorta.
Townsend. So
Sorta.
I don't know, man. I don't know how all that works. You get 18, and that's it. Ain't like you can't see their criminal history before 18 or something like that. That just don't seem fair.
They are sealed.
They're sealed.
Now we know. See, I'd have been a millionaire right now if it hadn't been for that. See, I'm about 17 years old. I could have knocked off like a Piggly Wiggly or something.
You would have been a what?
A millionaire.
From knocking off a Piggly Wiggly.
That's a person who makes ladies' hats.
Millionaire.
Oh, a millionaire. I thought you said millionaire.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I got it.
All you northern folks, y'all can't even talk plain.
What, Patty's from up north?
Yeah. Yeah. Pat's from up north.
Originally, I was born up there, but by the grace of God, I found the South.
Yeah. Where was you born at?
I was born in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh.
Cleveland?
Yep.
Rock and roll.
The Mistake on the Lake.
Is that what it was? That's the
That's
Rock
what
and
they
Roll
call
Hall
it
of Fame.
prior to Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Yep. And Drew Carey show.
Yes.
Cleveland.
I like Drew Carey. Ain't he the little fat comedian dude?
Yeah, he does Prices Right now.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
I reckon Mexico has banned smoking on beaches and all public places with fines up to $550. They're cracking down on smoking, but they ain't worried too much about all the drugs. Does that make any sense to you at all?
Nope.
They're worried about smoking when all the drug cartels are going nuts?
I don't know, but they have a comedian looking into it, ain't that?
Okay.
What was that word that Packy said he hated so much? They have a
bipartisan
bipartisan committee. Yeah, they make too much money off that drugs. But
Even
what?
You're not supposed to talk about politics here.
This ain't politics, is it?
It is politics.
Drugs?
Yeah.
That's all we've talked about the whole time. Weed and drugs and everything else.
Yeah. Well, how do you think all that is allowed to go on? There's money.
Yeah, you're right. But
and where there's money, there's politicians.
Yeah, I know what's right.
Don't be talking about that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Move
on.
I just think it's funny they're worried about smoking. They could care less about drugs.
Yeah. It says fines up to $550. Where do they come up with these numbers? 550. Why not an even 500 or?
Well, see, they have a bipartisan committee in there.
So one group wanted 500 and the other wanted 600. So they said, hey, we'll meet in the middle. 550.
Yeah. They're all.
Hey, we got a problem,
out.
Stephen.
What is it?
We got a problem.
Uh-oh.
You know that the Earth has an inner core.
No, it's flat.
No, the Earth has an inner core that is kind of on its own, and it's starting to spin in the opposite direction.
Oh, so what's wrong with that? I'm ready to go.
Well, I mean, is the world going to go backwards then?
I guess, but we got to slow down till we get to the stopping point, and then we'll start back the other way, right?
Okay, does that mean then we become down under and down under becomes up here?
I guess maybe. How would that work? I think it'd
So
be the same. But you think about this though. How fast is the Earth spinning? I mean, really?
Isn't it like 14,000 miles an hour?
I mean, it's crazy fast.
Yeah, it is.
And they say gravity's holding us on. I kind of question that a little bit. I don't think how we don't just get flung right off here.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So how long is it going to be before it slows down? Do we have to worry about it?
I don't know. It says it happens regularly, like every 7 year in a cycle.
Don't we have to send
changes direction?
Yeah.
Well, it just slows us down.
So it happens quite often. Then it's not something.
It's like what was that thing called that you used to navigate? A gyroscope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to send Bruce Willis down there. Doesn't
There
he do
you
those
go.
kind of things?
I think he was in that. They drilled into the middle of the Earth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how hot is it in the
Field
middle
trip.
of Earth? It's like super hot, ain't it? It's like 200 degrees or something.
Well, like how would they know?
Well, they got scientists. Don't you believe in scientists? These scientists know everything.
Have they drilled to the middle of the Earth other than in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Almost 10,000 degrees.
10,000 degrees.
9,392 to be exact.
Fahrenheit.
That's why the inner core is suspended, because it's all that molten lava that's in between us and the inner core, right?
I don't know much
So wait
about
a minute,
all that.
Pat. You're telling me that there's things that have to do with this Earth that are out of our control?
I know it's hard to believe, Packy.
I know, and that maybe
But,
throwing more money at windmills isn't going to solve all of our climate issues.
Well, if we could get the inner core to spin the other way,
Hey, maybe we need
instead of east and west.
Hey, we'll
to
get
go north
a
and south.
bipartisan committee.
Yeah.
We'll fix it.
That's it.
Becky.
Hey, before we get too carried away here, don't forget, folks, we are going to give away a bunch of stuff for Valentine's. We do this every year, and we have got this Valentine's thing going on. All you got to do is you got to just write down a beautiful poem, 40 words or less. Give us a buzz. Read it on the air to your significant other, and your name goes into Packy's little boat. Where is your little boat, Pete?
The little boat Pete basket's in there. I'll go grab it.
And then you got a chance to, what are they going to win, Pack?
Hey, we've got a great prize package here for you. A 2-night stay at the Hellendorf River Inn Suites in Helen and Conference Center, and a $100 gift certificate to Cowboys and Angels in Helen, and we're going to throw in $97.70 from the radio station. But you got to write a poem for your lover, your girlfriend, your wife, your spouse, whatever you want to call it, and send it into the radio station. You got to call in, read the poem on the air. It's got to be 40 words or less. And Joey Bailey wrote a really
Please don't read that. He wrote me a love poem already.
He wrote a really sweet little thing. I was going to read it, but it's not 40 words or less. But you guys can go on our YouTube channel and
please don't.
You can read the nice little romantic little poem. That
And he
Joey
wrote that to
wrote
Stephen?
for
Yeah.
Stephen.
Who
Yeah.
else we got commenting? Anybody else?
Ronnie Maxwell says the dog gets impounded.
Oh, he's on. He's got you now. Impounded.
They're letting him off the leash.
Yep. Who else we got? Anybody?
Not unless he gets a lawyer to do the work pro bono.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Okay, sorry. You don't want the Earth to strip its gears going in reverse, do you?
Yeah, you got to push the clutch in first.
And Copperhead says you'll be in the future then.
Oh, hey, there's Copperhead, man. I got your cup right here, brother. Copperhead right there. Sent that all the way from Australia. That's cool looking, ain't it?
Diesel Power Ford says everyone has special tomato trying to grow.
Oh, tomato.
And, well, I guess I could read the Joey Bailey poem.
We got to get to a break, folks. We'd like to thank Rose Auto.
We've got time, I guess.
Yeah, for bringing you the show today. No doubt they are good people. If you need a bed cover, you need running gears, you need anything, you can give them a call. They got stereos. They've got everything. The Bluetooth stuff, you name it, they've got it. They can put it on and it'll actually work when they get done. That being said, we'll be right back.
It's a cold winter night, and out of the fog comes the most wicked, awesome pickup you've ever seen. Floor lighters, LED lights, and fog lights, and a killer bed cover for keeping the load dry. There's no doubt where the accessories came from.
Rose Auto, the only way to go.
Whether up Bell Mountain or down by the water, trust your truck accessories with Rose Auto in Blairsville for an experience you never thought possible.
Rose Auto.
Haul your truck up to Rose Auto on the Murphy Highway.
They say where there's smoke, there's fire. But in Blairsville, that's only half true. Barbecue lovers, get your vehicle pointed towards Smokeout Barbecue. Now in the parking lot of Blairsville restaurant Grits and Greens. Just roll down the window and let the aroma lead you to a spread of pork, chicken, brisket, and ribs. Voted #1 barbecue and ribs in Blairsville. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until we run out. See ya at Smokeout Barbecue in Blairsville.
Rolling down the road with Jackie Jones Auto.
Have you heard the news? Gladiators have been spotted at the Four Corners in Hayesville. Not the ones with the swords and sandals. New Jeep Gladiators. Four-wheelers truck of the year when they first came out. Start something new. New Gladiators start at just $58,505 at your hometown dealer. Jackie Jones, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hayesville. We make buying easy, so you drive home happy. Price after incentives. Tax DMV.fee extra.
For older adults who enjoy their freedom but need a helping hand with everyday life and activities.
Whether independent living or assisted living is your desire, age in place at Brasstown Manor Senior Living.
Enjoy the best in senior care, amenities, and dining in Hiawassee. Brasstown Manor is more than just a place to live. It's a fun, active community, a safe haven, and a lifestyle.
Start your journey at BrasstownManor.com.
When it comes to helping local companies grow, News Talk 95.1 WJRB, Lake 97.7 WJUL means business.
I'm Doc with Cherokee Guns in Murphy. It's always the burning question, how do I get people into my store? For going on 5 years, the answer has been WJRB 95.1 and WJUL 97.7. Their signals cover the people I need to reach, and I know they are hearing my ads on 95.1. But even more important, the commercials they create for me are very creative and effective. Cherokee Guns are big fans of these stations.
Well, if you know anything about Doc Wachholtz, he wouldn't say it if he didn't mean it. And he certainly wouldn't continue to run ads on our stations if he wasn't getting a clear benefit. If your small business is looking for new customers this year, we are the place. Go to WJULradio.com or call the radio station because we've got listeners who want to be your customers.
The weekend is getting closer, and a trip to Bell Mountain or the lake is always a possibility. Make sure your truck is accessorized by Rose Auto in Blairsville. Bed liners, LED lights, and more. You want to be a pickup man? Do it with Rose Auto in Blairsville. The only way to go.
All righty, folks. Big shout out to a lot of snowballs over in Hayesville, North Carolina. If you like Cajun cooking, that's where you need to go. They got the muffaladas, and I'm telling you, folks, Cajun is one of my favorite. I love it.
What is a muffalata?
Man, it's a muffalata sandwich. It is very good. It's if you've never had one, you can go over and get one, man.
I need to go over to
Yeah,
Carlotta's in Hayesville,
they're right
North
there at the
Carolina.
bypass up there, right beside the Parks Place.
A muffalata.
Man, and the people that run that are actually connected with the Copper Door. That's where Russell Hedden goes and eats all the time.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Copper Door, you know, he does that.
Russell goes over there.
Yeah, he's got his own table.
Does he?
Yeah, he tries to act like he ain't got no money, but he really does. Pack, we're going to give something
Man,
away.
that looks good. A muffalata, round Sicilian sesame bread. Ooh, man.
That is good. I'm not kidding you.
Hey, so we're going to give away some S&S smoothies. Now, this is over there in the Merchants Walk in Blairsville.
Yeah.
This is healthy food.
Oh, yeah.
You can get you a smoothie and some supplements.
Oh, yeah.
Are we the Kool-Aid man now?
Yeah, I'm being the Hodge twins. Oh, anyway, 706-379-9970. Call us right now. We have got a question of the day from Pat. You got one?
I got one.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We're going to ask you some crazy question like,
No. I'm giving easy ones now.
In kilometers, how long is Stone Mountain underground?
706-379-9770. 706-379-9770. Call us right now, and you can win. No doubt. That being said, hey, we got names that's going away, man. Boy names that have been dropped by popularity and are fading away to never return. That's sad, ain't it? You there, Pat?
What are some of the names?
Pat.
No, that will always be popular.
Walter. Walter is going away.
Not sad. That's my dad's name.
Walter.
Walter's going away because that ventriloquist has got that dummy named Walter.
Or Breaking Bad. You know, Walter White kind of killed it.
That's right. Yeah.
How about Royce? Royce is going away. We actually
That's
know a
unfortunate.
Royce.
Yeah.
We know a Royce.
He's going to pick me up here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah. He looks like a Walter, but his name's Royce.
Well, wait a minute. We have a Walter at the bus garage. And
Rory.
They don't look the same.
Rory. R-O-R-Y.
Rory. That's a boy's name?
No, wait a minute.
My wife watches some.
It's a Scottish
Gilmore
name.
Girls or something like that. And there's a Rory on Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, it's an Irish Scot name.
Yeah, means
and it's not
Red
going away
King.
there.
Rory.
Yeah, it's going away over here, though.
Yeah, but we got, what's his name? Rory McIlroy, the golfer.
Royce. Hey, you know, we talking about Royce. It means son of the king.
Huh.
And Walter means powerful warrior.
I guess if Royce is going away, the company would just be known as Rolls.
Yeah, that would be
There you
sad,
go.
wouldn't it?
Let's roll with that.
Nehemiah is going away. I don't think I know any Nehemiahs.
Nehemiah was a prophet in the Old Testament, right?
I know who he is, but
he was the fellow that helped Jerusalem rebuild the walls.
No, everybody likes to, they go and they name their kids after, Bible names, but there's some of them in there they leave alone. The ones you can't pronounce, like Ebeset.
Yes.
Yeah, what's some of them?
How about Melchizedek?
Yeah, Melchizedek. You never hear of Melchizedek. We'll name my kid Melchizedek. How do you say that?
Yeah, how about you name your daughter Jezebel? There you go.
You got that, I do know a girl that named her daughter DeVille, and it's spelled devil. It's biblical. DeVille. Wade is going away. I know some Wades.
That's deep.
From the river crossing. That's what that means. Cain. Cain's going away. Tribute or warrior.
I'm surprised that Cain would even be.
Yeah.
Well,
the connotation from the creation, right?
Exactly.
Means tribute or warrior, it says. And then in girls' names, Myra is going away. Myra, which means wonderful. Kate.
Oh, there's a lot of nice Kates.
Wait a minute. There's Kate Middleton, the Duchess of
How
whatever.
old is she?
How old is she?
Yep.
She can't be that
She's
old.
younger than you are.
Well, I'm
Maybe
old.
30-something?
Kate means
Yeah, I was
pure.
going to say middle 30s.
Pure. Catherine is going away.
Hey, that was my wife's name.
Catherine. Yep.
Yeah, and we had Catherine Nelson on the show earlier this week. That's not going away.
It's going away. How about Joy? Joy's going away. Boy, we know Joy's going away.
Joy, no Joy.
Boy, when you pull up to
Yeah.
the gas station, you know Joy has gone away.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
And
with
it
you on that.
says no joy.
But then
Yeah.
you can get the medical marijuana. You'll feel better.
Joy means exactly what it says, joy. Vanessa.
Really?
Vanessa is going away. Yep. That means butterfly. Oh, butterfly.
Isn't that the name of the girl on Wheel of Fortune? Who's
Yeah,
that?
Vanessa. Ain't that her name? She like made
Vanessa
up.
White.
Yeah.
Is it Vanessa? It's not Vanessa, is it?
It sure is.
She made like 706-379-9770. Ain't nobody called. Just hit me. Y'all call and let's get this trivia
Hey,
question.
I
get away
promise
some
it's
stuff.
She has
easy question.
Vanessa White has like the easiest job ever.
She's
Just
made
send
like
those
and she just
letters
complains
and-
all the time. She just complains. Oh, I got attorney's letters.
Mhm.
I
We
got,
got
mail.
mail. Somebody's got mail.
So is that all of them? Is that all the names?
The only ones I can. Vanna White. It's not
Vanna.
Vanessa.
Oh, okay.
There, the phone's ringing. Packy, get that thing, son. That's
Yeah,
all you got to
they're
do.
here to chew us out on that. It's Vanna, not
Sherry, I was
Vanessa.
supposed to call Sherry, and I forgot. I'm sorry. I'll call you here in a minute.
Sherry.
Vanna White, not Vanessa
Vanna.
White.
Okay. But there's a Vanessa Williams, maybe. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Who we got, Pack?
Nobody.
Nobody. They hung up. They were calling to tell us that it's Vanna, not Vanessa.
I'm afraid I've intimidated our audience with my questions, huh?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
So what about the names that like nobody ever uses anymore, like Zelda or Ethel? Gladys.
What about Karen? I would think Karen would
Karen's
be a
gonna
name
go
that go
away
away.
fast,
yeah.
man.
But
Yeah.
you figured that'd be on the list.
You'd think so.
Yeah.
She better call in and talk to the manager about that one.
Yeah, I know that's the daggum truth. How did that get started anyway? How did the Karen deal get started? I mean,
That's a
how-
good question.
'cause
And-
you're
and I've
being a
heard
Karen.
that the guy's equivalent is Zach. I don't know if that's true or not.
I love the commercial though, where they're in the back seat of the car and this. I think they had Aretha Franklin one time. She's just complaining about everything, and then they eat a Snickers bar and they turn back into themselves. That is so cool.
What's wrong with Zach?
I don't know. I just read somewhere that that's the equivalent of.
Oh, I
it's
gotcha.
like what's wrong with Karen?
I tell you what, Penelope. I love that name.
Penelope. I can't
Penelope. I know
about-
somebody named their kid Penelope. I can't remember who it was. I like that. I think that's a cool name, Penelope.
What about Bertha?
Bertha's a good name. Bertha, old Bertha. We had a Bertha on here yesterday.
Do you like having guys' names for little girls like Charlie and
No,
no?
no. That's the thing, you know. Yeah, I don't guess it matters. Who you got on tomorrow, Pat? You got any idea?
I do have an idea. We're wrapping up National School Board Month, and we have a couple of the school board members from Clay County on tomorrow.
You need to have some bus drivers on. That's where, if you want to scoop, man, that's where it's at, the bus garage. Hey, the
Well,
phone's ringing.
when is National Bus Driver Month? We'll have you on then.
Right now, I guess.
Right now?
I have no idea. We need to make a day for that. Naomi
Yeah.
Judd's final note. Do not let, she didn't want her daughter to come to her funeral. And underlined it, do not let Winona Judd come to the funeral.
We got Rick Loker.
Rick Loker. Okay, how long we got, Pat? We got long enough.
We got 10 seconds.
10 seconds. That's the question, Pat.
All right. The first state admitted to the Union was Delaware in 1776. Which was the last state?
You're the winner. I don't even know that.
The state of insanity.
Mississippi?
Hawaii in 1959.
Oh, I thought, okay. That made no sense.
Hey, Rick, we got a gift certificate up here for you from S&S Smoothies. And again, we want to thank Carlotta Snowballs.
No doubt. Hey, man, call in a little earlier next time when we can get through this thing. I think he hung up on us. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. I think we got Tommy coming on. Jennifer going to be back. And I think Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, somebody from there might be here. So that being said, we'll be back tomorrow. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks, Pat.
See ya.
W249DP and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look a here. Guess who's number one?